Tall poppy syndrome. What is tall poppy syndrome? The tallest flowers in the field will be cut down to the same size as all the others. Peter Harcher. Tall poppy syndrome is an Australian slang for a perceived tendency to criticize people who have highly achieved notable success, wealth, or prominence in public life by using an allusion to the idea of the poppy as a flower whose showy appearance does not represent a real world. This slang was first recorded in the Australian National Dictionary in 1902. Australians call people who have highly success or inflated sense of self-worth in their life as tall poppies. These tall poppies are cut down to size as the others.
After we know a bit about tall poppy syndrome, today we have interviewed people at Siam Square and Wat Po about the word tall poppy syndrome. Let's see if there's someone knows about it.
Where are you from?
I'm American. I live in Singapore though.
First, do you know the word tall poppy syndrome?
Yes.
Australian. Yes. Oh, yeah. you are
The
the
ones
first
that
one.
grow up too tall get chopped down.
Yes.
So you have to stay low, keep your head down.
I'm from Lithuania.
And I'm from Germany.
First, do you know the word tall poppy syndrome?
Yes.
First, do you know the word tall poppy syndrome, right?
Yeah.
Do you know the word tall poppy or tall poppy syndrome?
Nope. I'm from South Africa. Yes.
Do you know the word tall poppy syndrome?
Do I know?
Tall poppy syndrome.
No, I don't.
From Switzerland.
First, do you know the word tall poppy syndrome?
No.
Where are you from?
Germany?
First, do you know the word tall poppy syndrome?
The what?
Tall poppy syndrome.
Yes, I know about it.
What do you think about tall poppy syndrome?
It's a syndrome or poppy syndrome in Australia. What I think about it is, isn't it the meaning about that people died in war to remember them? This is always what I thought it is.
Where are you from?
I'm French. I don't know. I just think poppy is my favorite flower, and I don't want the poppy used for a bad thing.
What do you think about the idea that tall poppy syndrome is occurred for equality or jealousy?
I say grow as tall as you want. Don't worry about other people chopping you down.
It means that you disagree with this?
Yes, I think just grow, do your best, be proud, and don't worry about it.
Do you think it have a feeling of jealousy?
It's not just Australian though. It's all over the world. There's jealousy for the people who are successful, but be successful anyway.
Okay.
Tall poppy syndrome is, I can't remember which way it is, but the point is that it's someone kind of sticking out from the crowd. So showing off or being the first one or doing something more than others.
That can't be me, that's why I don't know.
Yeah, and then I think there's a shrinking, the opposite is a shrinking, I can't remember what, shrinking lily or something like that. When you go sort of like everyone else. But tall poppy is the one that sticks out, I think. And it could be both.
Probably jealousy.
But probably most of the cases jealousy. Yeah.
Sure. Everybody want money.
Oh,
Everybody want money.
It's
Money
me.
not make you better. Heart make you better. You have good heart, you can be poor. You better than rich people.
It means that you don't disagree about cutting successful people down.
If you work hard and you make good money and you're successful, good for you, you know? Yeah, good for you if you're smart, you make good money. Yeah, why not?
What do you think about the people who think it is for the equality of your country?
For the equality, if you work hard and you make good money, good for you. Yeah, sure. I don't think because somebody have good brain, work hard, not have money. I think many people work school, everything to make good money. Why not have good money? I not think like this. You know? Yeah.
I don't know much about the Australian life, but I think everybody should just be the same. Be whatever they are. If they're tall and successful, good. You don't need to cut them down. Jealousy? Jealousy is no good.
What do you think is have a sense of jealousy?
Well, yeah, it's jealousy and it's envy. No good though.
I think it's jealousy actually.
Do you think that
Well, criticism has always a part of jealousy in it, as you know, or envy.
yeah.
People who are envious are criticizing. If you feel okay, if you feel good, if your life is okay, if you don't have a problem with your own life, you don't criticize the others and you don't envy them. That's what I think.
Well, I think it's good to have, for everybody, the same standard of secureness. But if somebody puts more effort into it and wants to achieve more, I think he deserves to have more. Like if he really wants to work hard to have a goal or whatever, then he should, then he should get something for it, you know. But I also think that the people who have nothing also like I think they should. Well, I'm in Germany. We are a socialist country, kind of, and we have to give a lot of tax to support poor people also. So we have a basement of support. Like if somebody doesn't have money for some things in life happened and he's suddenly poor, we give them money to survive. And I think it's a good idea that the rich people have to give something up, give some. I'm not sure really. I don't know if they're jealous about them. Some maybe, some not. I don't know. But I think if a person really wants to do something, they shouldn't be jealous. I think they just should work themselves to achieve their goal and to become like that. If he's not sick or anything, he's able to do the same thing. Like he could do that.
Do you think tall poppy syndrome can affect to the progress of the countries because smart people are cut down?
I think it affects a lot in politics where people who wants to do that, where people are so mean and so critical and who wants to put themselves forward. But I think the best people will still try to do their best, still try to be successful and not worry about it. And so you guys can't worry about it.
I think because many people have big money, people not like people jealous, people want to have big money, you know. I think if you have big money, you should have good heart. You make good money, you should help poor people. I think you should do like this. But it's up to you because you earn big money. In Australia, many people have big money, very rich because mining and everything like this. But if they give to poor people, I think it's better, you know. But up to them because they work hard. But they also give job to many people. If you have a lot of money, you have business, you give job to many people. And so this is good. If people not have job, they don't have money.
Well, yeah. I think that just kind of takes away from everybody what everybody's doing. You know, you shouldn't criticize other people. I should. You can read English. Right.
how you make others feel about themselves say a lot about you.
In some countries, yes, it has a very bad. It's bad. For example, if you take France, they are criticizing the highly successful people. So the highly successful French people are going away. So they don't pay taxes anymore, and now you have to have the I would say the poorest part of the population to pay taxes when they didn't used to pay taxes 10 years ago, let's say. You see? So you have to be careful with it, because if you criticize the highly successful, I'm talking about the ones who are taking their part in the economy and who are not who don't practice tax evasion, for example. But if they are successful and they pay their taxes in the country and they have businesses, then it's stupid to criticize them because they are making the country run.
After we interviewed both native and non-native English speakers and also collected online questionnaires, it shows that Australians who took a questionnaire know tall poppy syndrome. They explain the same meaning, which is cutting down the people who are too tall. They think it quite good because it can make equality in the societies. However, tall poppy syndrome may be related to a jealousy behind the equality. Because Australian society is the laid-back culture, people are humble and mindful of showing off their talent or success. So, people who are different from the majority, such as more successful or smarter than others, they will be targeted and taken aim because they have something that the rest of the population doesn't have. Then they will be cut down and criticized by others in the society as the meaning of tall poppy syndrome. For example, one Australian shared an experience that he or she was criticized by colleagues just because he or she is the only one who got a university degree. The value of his or her degree is often frowned upon. On the other hand, other native and non-native English speakers who know the meaning of tall poppy syndrome think that it can occur in every culture. It means that people who are highly successful or have something more than others, they will often be criticized. In addition, some of them told that tall poppy syndrome can equal people in the society, but it's just some extent. In every society, there's always have someone who is more successful and who is less. This is why the feeling of jealousy is sometimes related to this situation. However, some people said that tall poppy syndrome doesn't concern to a jealousy because it depends on individual habit. Apart from interviewing and making a survey, we also inquired Thai people who have lived or studied in Australia. They told that tall poppy syndrome could be related to both equality and jealousy. They think that it may be a discrimination or feeling that Australians don't want anyone to be more superior than others. However, some of them think that tall poppy syndrome is irrelevant to jealousy because Aussies are quite nice and often help others. If tall poppies are cut down, does it affect the progress of the country? Most of answers from both native and non-native English speakers indicated that tall poppy syndrome can only affect the politics and business because tall poppies in both fields play the important role in developing the country. In conclusion, We have already known what Aussie and other native and non-native English speakers think about tall poppy syndrome. Some people know this word while some of them don't. What we have learned is people who work hard, they should deserve to be successful like tall poppies. So, you shouldn't criticize them or cut them down because they are a major force who help running the country. So, just let them grow as tall as they want and celebrate with them.